A year ago, inflation was rising and heading towards 5%. It has now fallen to within touching distance of the 2% target. The big picture in today's report is of a further decline in inflation as external influences fade and domestic cost pressures ease, and a gradual recovery in output. Nevertheless, we are navigating rough waters, and storm clouds continue to roll in from the euro area. Output has contracted in each of the past 3 quarters, but the underlying picture is probably not as weak as the headline data suggest.
You have cut your growth forecasts for this year, but you're expecting a rebound over the following quarter.
Unlike the Olympians who have thrilled us over the past fortnight, our economy has not yet reached full fitness, but it is slowly healing. Many of the conditions necessary for a recovery are in place, and the MPC will continue to do all it can to bring about that recovery. As I've said many times, the recovery and rebalancing of our economy will be a long, slow process. So it is to our Olympic team that we should look for inspiration. They have shown us the importance of total commitment when trying to achieve a goal that may lie some years ahead.
Thank you. Now, I'd be grateful if you could identify...
Again, this is straying into regulatory territory that is not for the Bank of England. But overall, I don't judge my colleagues or others in the United States as having any such intention. No. I think you have to regard this as, take each case on its merits. We've done that. There have been cases in the United Kingdom where the banks have been asked to repay people for mis-selling. No one has said then there's been a sort of complete war against the banks. If there have been cases where they have behaved badly and against the regulatory framework, the regulators have taken action. I think it's perfectly reasonable. I think all that the UK authorities would ask is that the various regulatory bodies that are investigating a particular case try to work together and refrain from making too many public statements until the investigation is completed. That seems to me the appropriate time to make clear what the judgment is and what the punishment is.
Probably is about all that we've got time for today, so it only remains for me to thank you all very much indeed for